Well, that was fucking painful. That took forever. I went the wrong way like 5 goddamn times. I don't know how. I ended up in the same goddamn puddle at least 3 out of those 5 times. I'm not a smart boy. I'm not a smart boy. Now we should probably go be a half-decent person and tell those dudes that all their friends are dead. But because I'm not a very nice person, I'm gonna put that off for as long as I possibly can and make my way into the proving halls for whatever reason. I actually kind of forgot what this is for. Oh shit! It's for the House of Sorrows. Yeah, you know what? I don't feel bad about this at all. These guys are way too fucking cool to pass up, no matter how much sadness is at stake. Alright, what do we got over here?
You have come.
Excuse me?
The house or rain punishment on the Tuatha, I do not know. That you are here is enough.
Why? Why are you talking to me out of the fucking several layers of blue vagina we got going on here?
During your trials, I will observe and communicate to you through this medium.
I don't want you. I don't want the orb of mystical puss. This is too much. There are so many, like, vaginal imagery in this thing. You've got this in here, I guess. You got these up here and down there. You got this thing. And then you got the giant, all-encompassing. That's the word I'm looking for. The ultimate vag. What is this about?
About you, of course.
Sorry, I went insane
you are the only
there.
mortal to be given a chance to join the House of Sorrows.
Why?
I do not think such an offer is
I've
given
done
out of
nothing
honor
yet.
or respect for you. What drives me to this offer is what brought you here. Necessity.
I like the way this guy talks. He doesn't really have that big, fucking scary authority that you would expect from a leader of a House of the Fae, but I kind of like that. I like that he sounds all weaselly, and he does sound desperate. He's like a Fae form of desperate, where Fae, you know, emotions aren't really necessarily a massive thing to them, because they're Fae. They live forever. They got all the time in the world to feel. If their wife decides to leave them, it's fine. They got centuries, millennia. Fucking what's the one above millennia? I don't even know if it exists, but whatever that is, to just bang as many women as they could ever possibly want, and vice versa. If the husband ends up being an absolute monstrosity, so, you know, they don't really have a reason to be all torn up about everything, because their life lasts forever. So they can just do whatever the hell they want. But this guy sounds like a man who is aware that that is coming to an end. And a lot of the Fae sort of, for one, a lot of the Fae don't even realize that or believe it. So that makes sense with them, but the ones that do, they sort of just sound like other Fae. I like it. I like this desperate boy. He's making me a very, very happy man. How are you talking to me?
Through the crystal you see before you, it is not magical in and of itself, but a conduit for my own magic.
I don't know, dude. It looks pretty magical to me.
Every word will be listened to.
It looks fucking terrifying. Scarier than the vast majority of bosses we've faced, to be honest. I feel like it would take a whole 3 shots instead of 1 this time around. What must I do?
What you do is of no concern to me. What I hope to evaluate is what you are, to know how you might best help the house. I have locked the way behind you. The way forward is your only path out of these halls.
Forward!
I can tell you no more, other than that I will be watching.
Please don't. Please. Oh, it's meant to be an eye. Oh, okay. I mean, there is very, very little difference between an eye and a vagina, obviously. They do basically the same thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want to. Oh, what the fuck? I thought that was him flinching. I didn't realize that was him trying to ruin my fucking flesh. That is not allowed, sir. You two fucking die, because I'm definitely not going down to a boggart. That would make me screech. I'm bringing in you as well. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk to him once this is all done, or what the hell's even going on, but apparently Bone Bitch doesn't even know there's a fight happening. What an absolute genius. I'm so glad I brought you along. Why are you the only summoner I'm capable of? Why couldn't we have thought of literally anyone else to drag into this mess? Bone Bitch is totally useless, and always will be, I say, even though he fucking gets the killing blow and takes away all my glory. What an arsehole. Renison Hammer. Oh yeah, and while I was away, by the way, I also decided to go to Moon Camp and sell everything. Not a whole lot seems to have changed, to be honest. I had a little bit of introduction dialogue being like, oh, the Hierophant's dead. That's nice, and that was basically everything that happened there. Which was a big old shame, but whatever. Maybe if I actually talk to important people, like, I don't know, the Queen of Cups, and the one Queen, one Cup lady, and, oh god, Krolgaren, and all the others there. Maybe that would do something interesting? Maybe there'd be a reason to do that? I don't know, but as it stands, not a whole lot's going on there. Oh, and the Orb of Ultimate Puss is staying behind? Okay, fair enough. How big is this thing? How deep is this horrific fucking trench? The cave, not the puss. The puss didn't seem very deep at all to me. Oh. Oh, that's a person. That is a naked fae. That, back off. I don't like that. Oh no, your clothes just hadn't rendered in. What? What's going on here? Tybra. I recognize that name. Is it just because it's a generic fae name and they all basically sound the same? Probably. What's going on here?
Roam these halls, mortal. Once these lands were quiet, gentle. Now they mean to kill all that tread upon it, even the winter fae.
Look at your horrible leathery hands.
Centuries. But now we're awash in war and corruption, and we cannot stop it.
I thought fae were meant to be like delicate, intricate creatures with like the most badass of magic and ultimate of inventions and all that. But your fingers are like the thickest daddies I've ever seen. How can you even move those things, let alone build incredible fucking places like this and hand grow the old, like, Yggdrasil from the earth or whatever the fuck? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Where is this monster?
The midden. It has been sullied. We've never feared such assaults until recently. Wait, what was that?
I can't take you seriously! Because you're your horrible fucking fleshy cylinders that just will not leave my sight! It's like you're... Oh, it's an Etten. A single Etten is what you're telling me to be scared of. I'm not very scared, lady, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Bone Bitch yet again. Because okay, you know what, I am a bit scared? This guy's taking a beating. I don't think I've ever seen a dude take both a meteorite and Zeus's goddamn wrath, and for one, not flinch in the slightest. And hello, Bone Bitch, do you want to do your fucking job, please? He's about to kill me. He might actually end me for... Okay, there we go. Since when is that not a full heal? This guy's actually being a bit scary, and I hate everything about that. So I'm gonna pummel you with giant sky rocks, thank you! Do you want to speak to me, or are you just gonna blink out of existence? Oh no, she blinked. She blinked fucking hard. Why? Why'd even bother giving you a name if that's all you're ever gonna accomplish? Or are you just part of the House of Sorrows and this is my trial? Because if you're straight up willing to get your head torn off for every single random recruit that decides to show up, then you are a braver lady than me. Is it this Boggart? Does the Boggart have the fucking key? The Boggart does not have the fucking key. Oh, because that's the way I came. There's now literally no leaving. I'm gonna starve in the arsehole of this tree. This is not what I planned. This is not a good vacation. This is not a very wholesome family day out, is it?
And
oh,
so
it's the orb once more.
First trial. Your actions spoke volumes, but your reactions are just as pertinent.
What do you mean?
The creature that was chasing that woman. Why?
Because I don't really like death. Tell me why I'm here.
It would be at great fault if I did not know something of you, the mysterious mortal without a fate to call his own. Your lack of fate is intriguing, I will admit. And although it is why I summoned you, it does not represent the whole of your nature. Hence, the need for evaluation.
In which case, I did it because I'm not the fucking basest form of scum.
I am interested to see what you make of him.
Wait, someone's succumbing to poison? Who's succumbing to poison? Wait, did you just give away the next task? This is kind of completely going against the entire point of your job now, isn't it? But whatever, I'm not going to question it. If it makes my life any easier, I will absolutely be taking. Thank you. Oh, what was that? I just got a crossbow. I didn't like anything about that one. Please get out of my sight forever. Thank you. I really love the way the threshers shrivel. It's the coolest fucking thing, and I'm only noticing it now. I sort of always knew it was happening, but I never really got to take a damn good look at it because I was so afraid of them throughout the start of the fucking game. I just didn't want to bother getting up close. And then in the latter half of the game, the shit we've been doing recently, I have been so bored of them that I can't be bothered to get fucking close. So when I stumble across it, it's a very delicious sight. My eyes are very, very pleased. What do we got over here? Dog shit, thank you. I don't know why I'm ever surprised. It's always the exact same. Everything I could ever possibly pick up sucks. Hello? Okay, so you'll be the poison man. I have like 1 billion potions, but I don't know if they're meant for Fey consumption. Vengeance, here we go. You looked so much like a talisman. I'm so disappointed. I guess the entire point of talismans is that they're supposed to look like shields. But come on, man, look mystical as all hell. Let me have some kind of little victory here.
The mortal that Bizarrain has brought to aid us. The one he has promised.
It might be, my friend.
Mercy,
I might be.
Poisoned. But now that you are here, you can kill me. Please end my suffering.
My friend, there are monsters everywhere. Just walk in to one of their fucking domains, have them bite off your shitty little face, and it's all over. That's all it's at. What, you want me to do this humanely? I'm not a humane man. The only way I have of murdering is the scariest shit you've ever seen. You want to be crushed by the sun? Is that humane? Is that ending your suffering? Because I think you'll suffer for quite a long time before it actually hits, little arsehole. Also, your face looks stupid. Just thought I'd add a bit of insult to injury there. What is this beard? What happened?
I do not know. It is some poison. In other times, the Fae would not be vulnerable to this.
Yeah, well, you're a little sucky now, aren't you?
We are weaker now. We are prone. I could have walked from this once. But now...
But now, I'm a pathetic little bitch, baby. You want me to kill you?
Please, mortal. I know it's strange, but the Fae are not like you. Death is different to us.
That's true, but not anymore, is it?
Once more in time, but
unless maybe we can repair the phase.
Will let me escape this suffering.
The phase fuckery. Because, I don't know, we're getting such conflicting ideas. Some that the Fae are just not returning right now. And it's the weirdest fucking thing, but maybe that's only for the Summer Fae. And only for some Summer Fae. Is it just not perfection anymore? Because the cycle... We have been told that the cycle is beginning to fray, or something like that. It doesn't mean it's necessarily broken entirely, but it's sprung like 400 leaks. And those leaks result in a lot of fucking murder. So... who did this to you?
I do not know. Everything is blurred. I do not even know where I am.
Maybe you just gotta sleep it off. Maybe you just hung over. That's what it sounded like to me.
Whatever he cares with his subordinates. It was Bizarrain.
Bizarrain did this.
He was meant to save us from the Tuatha. To preserve our oldest traditions. To protect the Winter Fae.
But I don't know what to do. I don't know if you'll come back. Maybe there's a cure. Oh, shit. Oh, they've really fucked me here because I genuinely think that maybe I'm confused. Maybe it's not even a thing that the Fae aren't coming back anymore. Maybe it is. Maybe it is just summer. I don't know because it all happened while I was sick, which means my brain was so very stupid. Like a single one of my brain cells been hoarding all that information ready to fucking burst. And he's burst all over the place. It's disgusting. We've been trying to clean him off the walls of my skull for a long time and he's just not coming off. But, oh, I gotta do some big boy think time about this. Well, it seems like this dude's enslaved. And it seems wrong to just keep him around for one, suffering, for one, having all of his organs slowly melt forever. This sort of seems to tie in to the whole Winter Fae philosophy that we keep hearing a whole lot about. And I might have made a different choice had I not have heard the terrifying stone warning me pretty damn recently. Where it was like, autumn is just slow, endless suffering. Oh, we're all such fucking emos in Winter Fae land. And then Winter shows up, I nearly said, and then emos show up, and then Winter shows up and takes away that suffering by finally providing the death. And then, like, Winter was worshipped and everything. He seems enslaved. He's in a lot of pain, and he's just stuck dealing with Bizarane's bullshit forever if I don't shank him in the lungs right now. So, goodbye, lungs?
For ending this.
It's okay, my love. He's smiling a hell of a lot. So I think maybe that was a half-decent decision, right? Now it just says escape the trial. Doesn't say leave the trial, doesn't say, like, claim your fucking rewards. It says run the fuck away like a little bitch man. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bizarane. I'm not a fan of Bizarane at all.
It seems. But did that Fae die as a result of your mercy or your barbarity?
Yes, the answer is yes. Why is this trial needed?
The court of Winterfell, who
Man, I'm acing everything.
From the Tuatha, and we have gone too long without new blood. You have demonstrated substantial worth. One trial remains.
Do I have to break open the Orb of Vag? No, it's kill a single bog thresh. How terrifying. You really expected this to be a problem? In what possible world could this even be a problem? There is nothing scary about these arseholes, and there basically never has been. At least we got the Poisoner's Gift, which was given to us by Bizarane, which is horrifying. Why am I joining an order that is so very fucking willing to just rip the fucking faces off of its own dudes and put, I forgot her name, Teobray, or whatever the fuck. That's not even close, is it? But Teobray, let's go with that for now. Put her in danger at the hands of a big, meaty bastard in that giant Etin. It literally force-fed Katabrak, I've already forgotten his name as well, but it's somewhere close to that, Katarak maybe? Force-fed him some very, very naughty fluids. So I don't know what to do. I don't know why we're joining these dudes. I don't even know who the hell that guy is. Are you Bizarane? Oh my god, he's a shiny monstrosity, isn't he?
Is over. No more apparitions. No more questions.
Oh, but I have like a billion questions, so...
held a precarious position in this world. And now, we hold on to it by the tips of our fingers. You think you have broken the Tuatha's grip on Cluracan. You have not.
No, I do not.
Even now, the Winter Fae and the House of Sorrows are subject to their malice.
Wow, okay, I have a hell of a lot I can ask. Well, why show yourself now? You know what? That's what I'm most intrigued by. I couldn't really give a less of a fuck about the rest, so why are you here?
Because there are trials that I can observe from afar, and others that I must see at hand. We have reached the trial that I must be present for, if I am to test you truly.
That tells me nothing, you gleaming ball of shite. What's going on? Why do I need to strike you? He never even said anything about this. How did this lead to the end of the conversation? I was enjoying that. Why do I need to strike you?
What you need
you
to do
naughty,
and why
naughty
you must
man.
do it are two very different matters, mortal. I deal in instructions, not explanations.
I will not fight you.
Could you have fought me if you had chosen to do so? What you see before you is but an apparition.
Then why did I choose that one? Who the hell is that big fucking orb coming towards me?
That your trial
Please
has
stop. It's just here again.
The Tuatha have yet to break down our doors, but I would not put that past them. The house is poised to collapse from the Tuatha's dissension and destruction, and I need one to help us.
You call this a trial? Was any of that real? Oh, maybe he was trying to cast doubt on me. If none of that was real, then that would make sense, but then it's only him telling us it isn't real, and I don't even know if he's gonna say that. Let's find out. Was any of that real?
Your reactions were real, but the Fae with whom you interacted, Tybri, Katarak, and myself, were not. They were but apparitions.
Are they apparitions of my mind?
In this house. As facsimiles, the apparitions were appropriate enough, but I think you will find their real-world counterparts more complex.
Does Katarak hate you just as much? Or is that my mind conjuring that? Or is that just the ghostly bitch form of them that is forever forced to just repeat that cycle, repeat that trial over and over and over again, which caused them to grow to hate you because, actually, that's kind of really fucking badass. I mean, I feel sorry for the poor fucks, but nice. That is a cool little story thing if they bother to go with that. You call this a trial?
It is not the mortal way to test someone in a manner such as this. The beast, the poison, it was all done out of necessity. I did not
it would have passed no matter what, wouldn't I? Because video game.
I only needed it completed. I do not have time for you to meet the struggles of the house unprepared.
Kinda wish it was possible to fail. Or at least have him, like, still desperately need you, even though you basically fucked up the trial. That would be pretty awesome. I will help the house.
To our ranks, mortal. The Hearthstone I gave you at the start of the trials will now reflect your affinity with us.
I don't even remember that, but thanks, I guess, maybe?
I will show you a world stranger than you have ever seen.
Do you mean anal sex? I think he means anal sex. To Arthur.
The Fa'Kelidae, they call themselves. The Faithful. They take the Fae of Winter and craft them into an army. But they know little of true devotion. Fa'Kelidae.
Fa'Kelidae. I have never, ever heard them call themselves that. But I guess that's because I am mere mortal. I am a filthy little skin baby, which I guess you also have skin, but your skin's cooler than mine, apparently, in their eyes. So, faithful. Faithful to what? The old ways of the Fae? Because that's not right. They're faithful to that new god. But by being faithful to that new god, you're being cheating little bastards on literally the rest of the adorable winter Fae like him, who may or may not be torturing all of his followers, but we'll get into that later.
The Midden is the cradle in which our race of winter was fostered. It is a place of rot, of decay, a place where the House of Sorrows holds reign.
And tell me a little bit about your recent history. Who the fuck are you and what is happening?
The House of Sorrows made a pact with the Tuatha. They would not interfere with us if we did not interfere with their war with the Alfar. Of course, the Tuatha did not trust us, so they insisted that a new king be appointed to the house, one agreeable to both parties. In the end, I was the one chosen. I was to be king. But in answering I have been labeled a traitor by many within the house.
Which is, for one, why everyone hates you, and two, why, oh my god, I forget what his name is. The big fucking badass who had enough sheer testicular power to just show up at, Melsen Sheer right after, like, the Tuatha had just finished their lovely little siege. And he just showed up like, hey, yeah, I'm one of them, but I'm also not. Please don't fucking shoot me. And somehow he got away with it. I don't remember his name, but I'm absolutely in love with him. Which is not a good sign. House of Sorrows.
My brethren embody the growth and progression of nature. As such, establishing the Summer Realms came easy to them. But the Winter Fae bear the burden of regression and decay in their essence. Left alone, they would never be able to overcome such a weight. They could never unite. The house's founder,
why couldn't you have just been spring? One of the nice seasons.
And freed them. We
who gives a fuck about balance?
In the Winter Fae, so they can achieve greatness.
You could literally embody spring break if you wanted. I don't want to know what the human embodiment of spring break would be. The purest form of disaster, and this guy is way too badass for that. So tell me about the gallows tree. Nothing spring breaky about 40,000 people being hung.
To your kind, it is a celebration of war. But before your mortal corpses were
we went on spring break to Syria this year.
It was the emblem of our house's duty. The most reverent corpses were placed not in the midden, but hung upon those boughs to show all of nature that we still revere our essence of decay. But like all things in these lands, the tree has been defiled by war. Saturnin took our greatest symbol and turned it to filth.
And what the ever-loving fuck is that? So in Roman mythology, which I'm bringing up out of absolutely nowhere, I'm fully aware, Saturn is he's a titan, right? He's, or is he a god? I think in Greece, in Greek mythology, maybe Saturn is a titan or something. I know he eats his own son. Maybe he is just the daddy. Maybe he is the equivalent of Zeus. I think he is. I know a lot less about Roman gods than I do Greek. I don't know why. Or, like, Norse or everything. I'm not going to get really deep into it, but I'm trying to see in what possible way the name Saturn has been brought into this guy. Maybe it's just because it sounds cool, but it's gotta be for lore reasons, right? And turned it to filth. Sidon! Oh, that was his name, okay.
Now, no longer.
The entire time I was confused, I was looking right at the name. I'm a genius.
Support, but his own strength. Perhaps that is enough for him, but the only thing he will weaken is the house's morale.
Oh, what a sick burn! How can we stop the
If we are to
Tuatha?
discuss the plight of the house, I will do so at his heart. Come, meet me in the main hall of the House of Sorrows, and we will speak more.
I mean, I can ask about Saturn in Roman mythology? Let me feel
He
smart?
is the agent of the Tuatha, and though he bears their allegiance, his appearance is that of a winter fae. I am certain of it. I know little
That's
of
the
him,
entire point
but
of the
me and my
Tuatha.
house, his knowledge is wide and deep. With every action, he reveals that he is merely toying with us. He is not a type of
What an
foe I am
absolute
familiar with,
meanie.
for he does not attack outright. Instead, he instills fear and despair.
Sounds like my kind of guy. Can't wait to break him in half. Let's go.